Hi, so we're at my last stop, which is SNR. Right. As you can see, it's a membership shopping place here in Alabang. The reason why I like shopping here is because the selection of wine and spirits are actually pretty good. Reason being, if I'm not mistaken, one of the buyers of SNR is a WSET awardee as well. What I like about the WSET program is that it does equip you with the information, with adequate amount of information to be able to properly assess wines in terms of style, price, and quality. So that's something you might be able to consider. I'm not shamelessly plugging, but Enderon Colleges does offer these classes, so it might be something worthwhile to explore in the future. Now, in SNR today, what I bought are a couple of things. Sticking to our theme of wine, we have a reserva from the Ribera del Duero region in Spain. Whenever you see a reserva in Spain, it does tell you that it has been aged much longer in wine as opposed to an unaged one, which is probably going to be not indicated in the bottle or says joven. And then there's the crianza, which is next up, which means that it has been aged in oak for a specific amount of time, but not as long as a reserva, or even the top of the line, which is the Grand Reserva. Now we've got as well something that I promised my friend Diane that I will purchase because I've been deathly curious about how this is. This is the Nordes, right? It's a gin from it's an Atlantic Galician gin. What's interesting about it is that if you read the tasting notes of it, it has notes of citrus as well as different kinds of herbs. So there, it's actually going to be pretty interesting. Oh, and a hint of eucalyptus as well. I'm quite excited tonight when I get home to be able to try it out as a gin and tonic. So there. I am about to go home in a bit, so later on I'll show you everything that I've put in the trunk, and we'll see how this particular Maserati Quattro Porto has lasted our shopping expedition all over my neck of the woods, which is Alabang. So we'll see the trunk later. It's going to be exciting. One thing as well that I'd like to note with this vehicle, a while ago, was it able to shoot in the proper spot in the parking lot of Molito. If you notice, a while ago I was in a bit of a rush because I was I wasn't really parked properly. I was parked inside the dark parking lot near Pure Gold, which is the reason why I couldn't really shoot because it was just way too dark. What interests me about this car is the fact that it has this thing, right? If you notice, right, it has a functionality which allows you, if you put it on auto, right, it does put the lights on automatically, which is pretty interesting because for me, especially since I've never driven a Quattroporto before, I've driven this car before, I was trying to fish around for where the lights were, but it automatically turned itself on. It's pretty cool. So there, yeah, pretty cool. So anyway, as I've said, I'm on my way home, and see you in a bit.